And hello again. It's Tom and Karen back for, I guess, our year-end
Recap.
recap podcast after we've done all kinds of things.
Yeah.
We were just sitting here talking about what we're going to talk about, which is the year. And all of you are probably thinking about the same thing about the
Yeah.
past year. Karen and I met in March.
We did the beginning of March when the Creamery Art Center in Hotchkiss was cleaning up and getting ready for a grand reopening.
Yeah. And here we are at the end of the year. The Creamery will be closed in January again for another kind of spiff up thing, and
Right.
we'll be beginning a new year. So this past year has been eventful for us. I mean, we did the project,
the artifacts
project,
where we did the raccoon pottery firing with contributions of hair from all over.
Right, and so we've wrapped that up pretty much. A learning experience.
The Creamery Art Center, David's kids' classes will be getting a donation from the proceeds of $300. So,
and so that kind of it was fun.
It was fun, and we learned a lot. What to do, what not to do.
Yeah, and I ended up the pot I made I gifted to my sister who lives in Wellington outside of Fort Collins, and she's really enjoying it.
The bowl of howling faces.
Yeah, a bowl of howling faces. But anyway, as we always say, we've done a lot of art this year. We've done a lot of other things, but one of our big connections with Karen and I is art.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think as creatives, being able to share that part of your life with somebody is really meaningful and fun and inspirational. I feel like I've learned a lot from being in relationship with you, Tom. My work has always been a little more abstract, whimsical, playful, and yours more, representational, more natural. The book cards and the woods and how you communicate through doing art that's easily identifiable. As opposed to mine, which is more provocative in that it's symbolic,
interpretational or something. People would look at it and they would kind of get their own thing.
Hopefully,
maybe not exactly what you were thinking right off.
Which doesn't matter to me. You get what you get. When you look at what I've created, I hope you get something.
So anyway, for the coming year, we've done quite a bit of pieces this year. Karen's done some really extraordinary assemblage pieces. The he said, she said.
He said, she said
poem that she wrote from our conversation that we had.
And the political pieces with the little coolers.
Yeah.
Never quite finished my totem. But I did the top 3, and it really was a way for me to express some of what I was feeling about the current political climate.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Right. So we're at the end of the year. 2025, we're going into 2026. And one of the things I've planned and Karen's helping me with is I'll be going to start doing some classes. Right now we're scheduled for doing 2 consecutive classes on February 14th, which is a Saturday, and then the following, I think, is the 21st, I think. Anyway, it's 2 consecutive Saturdays beginning on the 14th, which, of course, is Valentine's Day. And they'll be essentially painting a book card classes, but what you'll be doing is painting a painting on the cover of a book card one session and the interior of the book card the second session. So you're learning 2 very different techniques and just the basics of acrylics and how to work with the paint if you've never worked with acrylics before, or you want to get an idea how I do it.
Well, I've worked with acrylics a lot, and the way you do it is very different than anything I've done before. So I learned a lot, even though I feel like I've got a handle on acrylics.
Because I started out, well, I started out with some watercolors, but I really started out as an oil painter. So I kind of come to the acrylics through oil painting.
Huh.
And so it's a lot of layered technique, a lot of classical technique. But anyway, the idea is that there'll be these 2.5 hour classes. There'll be like 10 in the morning till like 12:30. I think we're that's the timing we're thinking about, so that you can just come in the morning, get done, and hopefully get inspired and to do some of your own work at home, besides just having some fun painting a book card and learning some new techniques. So that'll be a good way to start out the year. It'll inspire me. I think teaching, that's why I'm doing. Plus, it's a 100% benefit for the Creamery Arts Center, their legacy project where they're trying to purchase the building. Mm-hmm. So a lot of the artists at the, several artists at the Creamery are doing classes to benefit. I think Susie Alexander's doing classes to benefit the Creamery. So I hope you'll think of it as a donation. If nothing else,
it's a way of supporting your own art skills and the Creamery at the same time.
Yeah. So we encourage you to do that. And there'll be information on the Creamery website here pretty soon, and then I'll check my Facebook page, and I'm starting a mailing list so I can start sending out kind of information about
upcoming.
The details of it, and maybe some little inspirational bits of things. And but I'm kind of inspired to do some more capital A art, I guess, in the coming year.
What does that mean?
Well, to me, more serious art that has more of a message or a content to it, different than just the obvious content, I guess.
Okay. All right. Yeah. When I think of capital A art, I think of pushing the envelope beyond where you've been. Like doing something, maybe the same materials but using them differently. Like I love gel printing. I learned that with Loretta Columbia this year at the Art Center. Was one of the classes that I took, and really fell in love with gel printing because of its quick, fast, and I like to move fast, although I slowed down a bit this year, and we did some longer projects, assemblage stuff.
Yeah, your assemblage pieces were unusual for you because you spent a lot of time on it.
I did, and I'm thinking of doing some more gel print with collage, with assemblage art. I still want to do some 3D stuff, but I feel like I'm kind of not inspired right now, which isn't a fun place to be for an artist. But I'm kind of hanging out with just doing fun parts of getting ready. So I think even if I'm not inspired, I like to have my hands on the materials, even if it's just scribbling or cutting out pieces and shapes. And it keeps the juices flowing, kind of like writing, right? Like if you have writer's block, you still write until you get unblocked.
That's what I do that's kind of another, it could be another video. Maybe we should stop this and then do that video.
Okay.
But just remind you about the classes and check on the website for the class information. So we don't want these videos to go too long.
In the comments, share what you're up to this year and what you're thinking of working on.
Yeah. What are you going to do in the coming year?